Hey you guys, it's your girl Kristen. I'm a licensed esthetician, an educator, mentor, a YouTuber, and a mom. Welcome to my channel, especially if this is your first time checking me out. Make sure you scroll through my channel. I have been doing a ton of videos for you guys, just sharing about my real and raw journey as an esthetician, now a solo esthetician. I've had my own practice for about 15 months now. It's a thriving six-figure business, and I've just been open with you guys about everything from start to where it's at now, and I hope to continue to make content for you guys that you enjoy and that can help you in your own journeys. And so if you haven't already hit that subscribe button, please make sure you join this growing and flowing family we got here. We just hit 30,000 subscribers. Still can't even believe it. Just about a year ago, I was just hitting my first 1,000 subscribers, and now to see it grow 30 times, then that is just insane to me. And I could not be more thankful and blessed to have all of you guys here just experiencing this journey with me. I thought it would be helpful to do a touch base with you guys. I like to do these esthetician Q&A videos every once in a while just to kind of share what's on my heart and, you know, answer some of your questions either from Instagram or YouTube. So if any of that interests you, maybe I'll answer your question in this video. If it's not answered in this video, I'll be sure to link below my esthetician Q&A playlist so that you can check out all the other Q&A videos that I've done, and maybe I answer your question in one of those videos. So check that out and grab your pen and paper and continue watching. Hey there you guys, so change of scenery. We're here in my room. Don't mind some of the lighting in here. It's a really gloomy day. The city I live in is just always foggy. I had actually filmed a video for you guys earlier this week. I feel like today was just a better day for me. I've been actually getting over a little bit of a sickness, so don't mind my voice or whatever, but I sound a lot better than I did in the last video that I recorded. Anyways, yeah, I felt led to do a Q&A video, also / touch base video where I could kind of share with you guys what has been going on. You guys follow me on Instagram, you guys kind of probably have had little hints of what's been going on, but make sure if you're not following me already, follow me on Instagram, KristenMarieCo_, and that is where you can kind of keep up with me more on a daily basis, and I try to post things that are inspirational, motivational, and yeah, it's a fun little crew we got going on over there too. Don't worry, keep continuing to watch this video to the end because that's I'll be answering a couple of your questions. First and foremost, I wanted to do just a touch base with you. Let's first, start it off on a positive note. Obviously, this channel hit 30,000 subscribers. Instagram's now on its way to 18,000 subscribers. Just to be able to be in front of you guys right now, recording this, knowing that I have a group of wonderful people who I've been able to grow with is just insane. And so I appreciate you so much. Probably if you're watching this video, you are probably actually a real supporter. And I'm not even trying to cancel out anybody else who is watching this video that maybe you're not even subscribed to me, or you're just kind of here for the fun. It's totally fine, but there's also the ones that are always liking my videos, always commenting. I see you guys. I definitely can tell who's an active supporter, and it just means so much. It is really, really helpful, and this is just a friendly reminder that if you see a video of mine that you enjoy, share it with somebody. Like it, comment below. Do that right now for this video. If you truly support me, keep continuing to interact with me, and I promise I know I've been needing to work on being more interactive with you guys. This platform is a platform that I'm never gonna let go of. I decided when I started my YouTube channel that this was gonna be a lifetime thing, and so I'm not going anywhere as long as you're not going anywhere. And so also what's helpful for me too is if you just share with me what feedback you have, what you hope to gain out of my channel and videos, and what you would like to see more. So that's always going to help me keep my videos current and what you guys want. With that being said, also I know that I have been starting to promote some online courses. I've been promoting different companies that I've been working with and partnering up with, and I know that I feel like in this industry, I know that I've felt this way before I was in this position. I was always like, who are these influencers? Like, why are they always trying to just promote something to me and get my money and this and that? I will say that I think for a long time was a hesitation for me to do this, because I genuinely don't want to be seen as like just an advertisement or just somebody who is trying to make a quick buck. So I hope that if you've been watching me and you see my heart in these videos, that I have been just like so real and honest with you guys. Anything that I choose to promote to you at this point is because I'm trying to either support another like small business. I want to be a part of that. If you truly can see behind just the like scripted, you know, hey, here's my code and purchase down, you know, click link down below. You'll see that I genuinely take the time to make sure that these products or whatever it is that I'm promoting to you are quality, and that they're trying to help another company that's trying to rise up, basically. Just know that all these promotions that I'm doing, and even now promoting my own products, like my online courses, even though I put a price tag to some of these things, or I wasn't kidding with you guys when I told you I'm getting over being sick, so excuse me. Even though now there's starting to be some like price tags with some of my content, just know that it's coming from a place of like, hey, you know what, I have shown you guys that I can be trusted with your hard-earned dollars, and that I wouldn't ask you to purchase anything or do anything out of just purely me wanting to make money. Because trust me, honestly, if I'm being real with you guys, like what I'm making from those promotions and from my own, you know, YouTube channel and like my online courses isn't a lot. It's a good amount, but it's not so much that it's like carrying my family right now. Like my main bread and butter is coming from clients, coming from doing facials, like actually my business. Know that me doing these other pieces of content really is just purely out of like enjoyment. I don't know, for me, I've always wanted to have an impact and leave a legacy, and so this is my way to document that, and also to create an online community of women and men who strive to help people look and feel the best version of themselves. That's like been my mantra for my business since it started. Hope you could see that, hope you see my heart, and I just felt like I needed to share that with you, especially because my platforms are growing so rapidly right now. I just want you to know that I'm continuing to check myself. I gave you permission to check me. I'm still just your average girl here on camera. I might have gotten a few more followers over the last year, but I promise you to keep it as genuine and real with you as I can, and I hope you see that. So I actually remember I got a question on Instagram. Mia Aesthetics _ asked me, do you still enjoy doing facials? I'm not really sure like what context you truly meant that question being in, but the way I took it was, you know, as far as you are into being an esthetician, do you still enjoy what you're doing? And I can truly, honestly tell you that yes, absolutely. I get so excited to jump in and do a service, as excited as I was when I first got into esthetician school. Yes, now I have a bank of knowledge to go with that. I have more confidence, but the reaction that I get to see on people's faces when they have that glow at the end of the service, or they love the way their eyebrows came out, or how their lashes look, me being a part of that will always just make me smile from ear to ear. I promise you, is if you keep holding on to the fact that you love what you do, you can do it for years and years and years, and it doesn't even feel like years go by. If that's you, if you also can relate to that, holler down below. I think at this point though, now, like being about 5 years into being an esthetician, it's just made me want to continue to think bigger. So at this point, I have decided to expand my business even more, and I'll be sharing with you guys a lot more about that as it's unfolding. I have decided that I'm going to be taking on employees, and I'm going to be getting an assistant, bringing on an esthetician. Of course, like I said, share with you, you know, that journey as well. I'm going to be mentoring somebody who is just starting out in this industry, and I'm really excited because I'm so blessed to have gotten such great candidates, and it made it really difficult to narrow it down. I do look forward to being able to share with you guys at some point who those people are. But keep me in prayer for that, because I kind of like jumped into it. I took some time off in October. I don't know if you guys were able to notice that. I did take off some time, and the reason why I want to share that with you is because I did post something on my story on Instagram like couple weeks ago, and I put, you don't want it bad enough if you don't work on the weekends or nights for it. I did get a comment back from somebody saying, you know, Kristen, make sure that you're giving yourself like enough time, like don't burn yourself out and this and that, and I had to like sit back and think about that, and I was like, well, yeah, that's why I think it's important, especially if you're somebody who's running your own solo business right now or wants to run their own solo business, is you have to make sure you prioritize your own well-being. It's really easy to just get into the motion of things and just always think about the client, always think about the business, and then you start to feel like your life is starting to like get a little chaotic. And took about 2 weeks off from doing clients, and I was really afraid to do that because I was like, oh my god, that's money that I'm not going to be bringing in. But if some of my clients don't come back, or they don't, you know, they don't understand, or if it's too long of a break, I just wasn't sure. And I've taken breaks in the past, but I hadn't really actually taken a long break like that since I opened the business. And I'm glad I did, and I wanted to share that with you because maybe you're at the point where you feel like you're getting a little bit burnt out, and I encourage you, don't be afraid of the finances, don't be afraid of your clients leaving. If they're really truly like your client, they are going to understand, they are going to stick around. We're always going to get those clients that kind of come here and there, and that's fine. You will start to really build those relationships with your clients, and being a year or so into this now, I've built some really solid like clientele and friendships, and I have had a couple people during that break that did fall off. There were people that I felt like I was really starting to connect with, and that's fine, you know, and I encourage you not to like take things like that personally. That's number one, is to not take it personal. And always be open to feedback. So whenever I notice like somebody has fallen off, or you know, they haven't come in for a while, I do touch base with them. Don't be afraid to reach out. I mean, obviously don't harass the person, but reach out and just say, hey, you know what, I'm thinking about you and I hope you're doing well. I notice you haven't come in for a little while and I just have an opening if you want to take that. I always ask, like, you know, is there something that probed you to not come back? Or, you know, if there's anything you can give me feedback for, I'm open to that. Be open and receptive to whatever it is that they have to tell you, and it's only going to help you grow. Don't be too disappointed. Just keep moving, keep grinding. That is why I encourage you, no matter how booked up you start to get, to always be advertising yourself in some way. You know, continuing to stay active on social media and on your platforms that even got you to that place where you had those clients coming in. It's still important to be continuously adding those clients into your funnels, like what I like to call it. Think about it as a funnel, because there's always going to be a little bit of clients kind of like falling out. It's not going to hurt you as much if you're always having clients coming in a large amount of numbers. So when a couple fall out, it's kind of like, okay, well, at least I still have my cup full. Keep working hard and acting like you don't have that solid clientele, because life happens, you know, people move. If I'm being real with you guys in this video, I have family members that have decided that they're going to be moving out of California. That's been really hard on me. That's been really hard to accept, because I rely on family so much to help me in, you know, being a single mom, and to have family starting to like leave when I feel like I'm finally getting like settled here, it's disheartening. And so even more now, I'm at this place where like I really need to continue to keep building this solid future for me and my family. It's only me at the end of the day who can guarantee that I'm gonna have a solid future. And if you're also in that position, you know, continue to work hard and don't be discouraged if you're doing this on your own, because I have a couple of people that I know I can rely on, but in a weird way, that's what keeps you going, because you know, like, there's no plan B, there's no backup. And I knew going into this there could not be that alternative thought in my mind. Anyways, let me go and look at another question. Baby DXXO, you are so amazing. She like blew up my question poll. I'm only gonna answer one though, because I feel like this question is actually very helpful to share. How do you keep your lifestyle so structured? Details, please. So I think I've shared with you before on my channel that ever since I was young, I've always been this like strangely like organized person. So a couple tips to share with you to kind of keep maybe yourself a little more organized. Maybe let me hone it down and make it more specific. Like, how do I keep organized with the business? I actually have 2 separate emails. When I created my emails. I had one that I had created through Gmail, and that was the one that I started off with when I was a makeup artist. So it's continued to be that email that I guess that I connect with my skincare accounts, that I've connected my scheduling system with, that kind of is like a dump almost. Like, it's still important stuff, but like it's that email that can just get like flooded with things. If you miss one email, it's not going to be the end of the world. Then with my Squarespace, which is what my website is built on, and I have Acuity scheduling with that. I also have a email that came with that, and it was a G Suite. That's my beauty@kristenmarieco.com email. That is the one that I put on my Instagram and on my website for like direct questions, and the one that I share like on this platform, that if you are interested in like coaching or services, people can contact me, and that's the email that I really try to keep as organized as possible. I really don't have like more than 10 unread emails in there, because I figure if someone really needs to get in touch with me and it's important, they'll reach out to me to that email and I'll see it. I have had to make it pretty clear to clients and even followers, DM is not a good way to get in touch with me, because DMs, it just gets lost in there. I have had a couple instances where like I double booked on accident because I forgot I'd had a side conversation going on via email and then a side conversation happening in my DMs. I was like, this isn't working. So that's why I automatically tell people, if you need to get in touch with me, you need to contact me via email. And also, I do have a Google Voice number. That is a number that clients can contact me directly via text, and it's through an app, kind of like WhatsApp, but it's a Google Voice number. It still connects to your own personal phone, but it disguises your number under a different number. I did that one for like safety reasons, and then two because I feel like it's just in its own category, so like my own personal inbox or message box isn't getting flooded with like client texts. That way I can know when I go into my Google Voice app that those are all clients that I'm talking to. Still, I'm not perfect still at, you know, being on top of replying, especially as I get more and more busy, which is hence why I'm hiring a personal assistant, because I do feel like I'm at the point where I need help. You might find yourself at some point getting to that place where like you need an assistant. You need somebody who's going to be able to like answer the texts, answer the phone calls, because I swear to God, everybody decides to text and call me when I'm in a service. It would be nice to have somebody to be able to answer, and time is of the essence. I've shared this with you before. If you have clients reaching out to you, asking you questions and hoping to book with you, and you take like 3-4 days to get back to them, the interest level like starts to dramatically drop. The quicker you can get back to somebody is always going to be the best thing to do. Make sure you're on top of that, and that's how I try to like organize the business aspect of things. Now, as far as like personal organization, I do have like a physical notebook that I carry with me in my purse, and I rewrite my to-do list every week, and I prioritize it. So I kind of give myself like a deadline for each of the to-do items, because there's a lot of things on that to-do list. You kind of have to decide like what needs to get done this week versus what can be put off next week. So I do have that notebook that I write like my to-do list, and then I also have my calendar that I keep here, and the calendar is where I write my YouTube filming schedule along with birthdays, like events that are going on, brief like work schedule, like, you know, oh, I work this day from 9 to 5:30, just so that every day I can cross it out and be like, okay, that's what's coming tomorrow. You know what I mean? So something a little bit more physical, like right in front of me, so that I can see like what's happening in a bigger scale. Obviously with your phone, thank God we have phones, because I feel like I would be nothing without it. So I do definitely utilize my phone a lot, the Google Calendar on there. Actually, with my scheduling system, Acuity Scheduling, you're able to link your Gmail Google Calendar with the Acuity Scheduling. I could easily go into my calendar and see like what appointments that I have for that day or that week. And then also, you know, you can put reminders in there and things like that. Definitely utilize all of those things. And you'll find what works for you. Like I said, still not perfect at it because you guys should see my room right now. It is nuts. Also, another update is I'm definitely trying to move out. For those of you who don't know, I live here at my grandma's house. I am making big moves right now to buy my first place so that me and Devin can have our own little space, because we're starting to outgrow this little room. I mean, thankfully he has his own little room that he sleeps in. Everything like our clothes and all that is just like in my tiny little room here. I'm looking forward to that. It's crazy because before I opened up my studio, I was literally just trying to make it by. This was when I was working at the spa. I wasn't making a ton working at the spa. The wheels started turning and I started being like, you know what, I have to do something. I have to figure this out and make something happen. To think back and be like, holy crap, I was broke. And now I've been able to save and like truly consider buying a place. You guys have been able to be a part of that whole journey. So I'm excited to be able to finally share that piece of my life with you when that does happen, because it's gonna happen very soon. And I'll be filming in a new place, having another place to kind of like create content in. It's exciting. So I wanted to share that with you. Let me pull up one more question because I feel like this video is getting a little long. Sweet Medusa 0916, best tips for care after doing extractions. Don't be alarmed, the skin is gonna be red, okay? You're just squeeze the bejeezies out of the pores. I like to, put cucumber, Skin Script cucumber toner. And I usually follow it up with putting on some sort of like hyaluronic acid. I've been really liking the Ageless Serum by Skin Script. It's got like aloe and honey and hyaluronic acid in there. I feel like when you put it on, just the skin just gets happy again. That's about it, to be honest. Like, you kind of just have to tell the client, like, you're gonna be a little red after this. It'll go away. Anyways, that was like your one random like skincare related question. Please check out my channel. There's a ton of videos on here that I'm sure will answer your questions, especially if it has to do with products or building clientele. I'll make sure I link some down below for you guys. I'm glad that we got to do this touch base, and I have some really exciting things coming your way. Guys and girls, we are nowhere near where I would like to be next year. I'm excited to be able to continue to grow with you, go into this new year. I'm trying to go out of 2021 with a bang, you guys. So if that's you too, make sure you comment below. Tell me what your goal is to achieve by the end of this year. The ball's gonna be rolling by the time 2022 hits. So let's start dreaming now. Let's start setting goals now. Share them down below. Like this video, subscribe to your girl's channel, and I will see you guys next week with some new content on Monday. Until then, bye, I love you, stay safe, and happy Thanksgiving, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.